That was really good for us. You know, we have not had a lot of time together, obviously, with Nelly, getting off a plane 2 days ago, only practicing once. I really wanted to throw him in there. I wrestled with it. I just felt like Nelly's a key piece to what we're doing. He needs to play with these guys. CSU Pueblo was really good in the first half. I didn't think I'd have to jump them like I did, and I got on them. We didn't have enough energy on the basketball. I thought Donovan, although was terrific offensively, really stepped up defensively in the second half. And at Q and True, I don't know how many deflections they had, but that's the bench energy that we need. Jaden Toppin's blocking shots. Nelly's blocking shots. That's what we got to be more of. So it was great. That was really beneficial for us. It was great to be back in this building in front of these amazing fans. And it's awesome now. We'll be able to watch that tape and clean up a lot.
Asked Donovan about, him coming back, and he knows Jalen's going to play and get a lot of minutes, but do you envision him being able to play roles like that in the regular season, even with Mash and House both?
Yeah, I think the one thing I see is a little more depth. Donovan played 26 minutes a game for a team that went to the postseason. That was pretty good. So, Donovan's a key piece to what we're doing. He'll be in the game, I think, and he can block shots. He was another guy, 3 block shots. Although House has been out about 3 weeks, it has helped Donovan's progression, just like Nelly not being here has helped JT's progression. So I said from day one when we recruited Donnie, that's going to be the dude that's going to help us win some championships. Now, this process has been sped up probably a little bit more than I thought it would early in it, but we loved what we got in Donovan. He's a terrific player.
Coach, out there, JT looked comfortable. He didn't really look like a freshman, kind of lost in different things. He looked really comfortable. What did you think of?
I think I told the radio guys this. When we signed him, we really liked him. Then when we saw him play in the wintertime, we're sitting there kind of like, all right, don't tell anybody this kid's coming because he's really, really good. And we didn't want any of the big boys trying to poach him. And since he stepped on campus, he's been extremely impressive. It's been good for him that Nelly hasn't been here, but I want to see Nelly beat him up and see how he handles it, as well as being able to play him together. But I think we've got a terrific freshman class.
That pick and roll with him and JT, I know you said last year how good a passer he is off of that. I don't know if he had anybody that could quite finish, attacking the basket. I know Mo could finish at the rim, but it looks like that's a pick and roll option that you didn't really have last year.
Yeah, we went to it St. Mary's, right? I wanted to. Most coaches, they only run about 5% of what they want to do. Plus, with Nelly in there, it was even more complicated to run anything. But yeah, I wanted to give it a look, and Donnie is terrific at it. And he's as good of a passer and good of a ball screen player as I've seen. And JT is a really good, he's got good hands. He doesn't drop a lot over there. So that was certainly a good change of pace. I held back on a lot offensively, but that was a good change of pace the second half.
I know you jumped on him at halftime, but wasn't the prettiest of first halves. If there was anything that you wish you could have seen, is Donnie stretching it out a little bit more, something you wish you would see
offensively or defensively?
Offensively. And taking some jump shots.
Yeah, that's something that we've talked to him about. Like, if teams are going to guard you, I said to him before the game, I said, have you started before? And he goes, yeah, 2 games last year. I'm like, oh, that's right. I forgot about those too. And that really woke him up, especially Wyoming, because Wyoming guarded him like a guy who can't make a shot. And we've done that throughout practice where we go under ball screens and play off him, and he's been way more confident. So there was a couple I thought he should have shot. But other than that, I thought offensively we were way better in the second half, cutting harder. We got some back cuts. Nelly threw some nice passes. But, yeah, he's got to shoot that 3 when he's open.
Yeah, 3-pointers. Obviously not really dropping tonight. It's early, but, do you think you have some guys Mustafa could shoot? Talk about your guys' outside range as well, moving forward.
Well, you basically trade Josiah for Mustafa. 2 totally different players. Mustafa can stretch the court. He can make threes. Josiah was not that, but we're going to miss that rebounding. So although offensively the spacing will be better, we got to get in there and hit some people. And Mustafa understands that. Nelly will certainly help. I thought Quentin Webb came in there and scrapped, 5 rebounds. So I'm not worried about the shooting as long as they take good shots.
I know we've talked about this in the past too, just the added size is huge, but I mean, seeing it on the floor tonight, I know it's early, but just the potential of this team, how much does it excite you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it excites me, but I also got to remind myself we have 8 new players. Nelly just got off a plane from Nigeria. So we're going to be a work in progress. Now, Mash and House, because they've done it before, they've got to really be great leaders. Donovan's gone through a year already. Jamal Baker's got experience. Nelly's got experience. But we're not going to be beautiful right away. Like, we didn't have a cherry silver scrimmage. That was our first exhibition game. So I am very, very excited about everything that's going on here. It's been a lot of fun, but we got to get to work. And we play St. Mary's, the top 20 team, 2 weeks from today. So we got to be ready.
I know you're trying out a lot of different rotations tonight, but how do you think defensively things look with your team?
Bad in the first half. We were not aggressive. We weren't getting deflections. We weren't blocking shots. We weren't scrambling. Way better in the second half. They made some tough shots. You got to give them credit. And it's a hard cover when you've got basically 5 perimeter guys. We switched a lot of ball screens. Way better in the second half. They shot 31%. But, I think if we want to, I always look at, where are we progressing? And if we want to progress as a program, the defense, the rebounding, that stuff's got to improve. I think it will. It's great now that we're kind of a complete team. Isaac Mushil, I wrote on the board, I said, JYD, that's what I need. I need junkyard dogs. House is that. Isaac will be that. Q and True came in there and showed that. And that's what we need more of in order to get some stops.
Anything else? Playbook is like a phone book to this team. How much does Nelly know of it right now?
We have, I gave him 4 plays. He didn't screw up one, which is great. Now, we're trying to play more out of concepts. I think if you watch the NBA, probably because of Jokic, a lot of people are playing off the 5-man and running what's called splits, and I thought it was really good. But we don't have a lot of post-up stuff in for Nelly. Obviously, I was trying to get him some touches, see how that looked. He's never run it. But I also don't want to reveal too much. Most coaches do that as well. So we'll have, I believe, 3 more practices leading up to next Wednesday, and hopefully it's a little bit, diverse for the next game.
Any chance Jalen plays the next exhibition?
Don't know. I mean, I would guess no, but we'll see. Probably not. I'd love for him to get out there, but I would guess no, but I don't know.